I am a girl. I like to share things. Lip glosses, water bottles, and even the tiniest opinion about other people. Above all, I love to talk about boys with my friends. While this is something that applies to the candidates whom I want to date or the subject of a very interesting event, there might be another reason I just love talking about boys so much. The adults around me always told me to be careful of them, and my mother told me to be careful of this one creepy teacher at our school. And the other friend told me that a boy in my grade touched a girl in a weird way when he was dating her. All of this information is crucial because it might just end up saving my life. So I do like to talk about boys. But to you, this might just be gossip. Today I want to talk about gossip, how the term gossip restrains our ability to have real conversations about violence against women, as well as minorities in larger society. So first, let's define gossip. Who comes to your mind as soon as I say the word gossip? I'm quite confident everyone here thought of girls talking, not boys. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, since the 16th century, the word gossip generally presumed a woman, one who delights in such conversations as the one speaking. Gob-sib referred to god-sibling or godmother. More specifically, gob-sib referred to the conversations from the bedroom at the time of childbirth, a place only women could attend. As such, gossip was predominantly assumed as the exchange in closed chambers by women. Gossip now is defined by the Cambridge Dictionary as idle talk or rumor about other people's personal or private lives. More importantly, we all know of it as a term with negative connotation. Gossip is catty and much too concerned with insignificant issues. It's trivialized and frowned upon as a critical feminine flaw. But how much of this gossip is real? How do women, in the sense of the word, really gossip more than men? Robin Dunbar's evolutionary theories engaged how gossip, idle talk, was always used by everyone in a community to help bond groups that grew in size so that information and alliances could grow without physically contacting everyone. Moreover, it was found in his experiment that 65% of conversations, regardless of gender, consisted of social topics. Even when it came to negative social talk, UC Riverside's 2019 study of 4,000 daily conversations revealed women did not engage in more gossip than men. This proves that gossip is, in fact, a universal behavior that is not confined to a specific gender. Gossip, in the sense of a trivial social talk, is simply a form of communication and a form of networking. Then what leads to gossip being framed as it is in today's world? Gossip is demonized because it is feminized. When men exchange insider information on golf courses or in business meetings, we call it networking. When women have something to warn other female employees about a new male coworker, we call it gossip. A 2020 report by the UNDP finds that 90% of both men, and yes, even women globally, are biased against women. 40% of both men and women also believe that men make better political leaders. We say that we're past these stereotypes, but we see normal women's conversations as an evidence of their unreliability. We see it as gossip. But even if gossip was a predominantly female behavior, it was a crucial survival skill. Women have always warned each other about dangerous men. They shared information about unfair employers. They passed down knowledge about social norms and hidden risks. This gave women a support system. This was their way of survival in the patriarchal world. In 2017, we perhaps witnessed a glimpse of what the alternative to demonizing gossip could be. The hashtag #MeToo movement was about empowering these conversations. With an official channel given to women to anonymously mobilize through the gossip that they were sharing, thousands of silenced women were able to realize justice. But #MeToo was not a happy ending. Through international headlines regarding sex trafficking, we are loudly aware this is still happening. Why does it take some obscene and official documentation from the government to believe thousands of women's voices about dangers of a single man? Why do we still have to question and stay neutral and objective on an issue when enough conversation has already proven worthy of attention? Gossip evidently is an issue not just of semantics, but of a deeply rooted bias against women and their credibility. Of course, I want to provide solutions to this issue rather than simply lament the status of my being. There are mainly three solutions. First, change policies. Gossip will become unreliable when it becomes the only safe option. When someone feels unsafe reporting their harassment, or when they believe that the administration will ignore them even if they do, or when they fear retaliation, people won't go to official channels. So instead of condemning whispers and faulting the victims, schools, universities, and workplaces must implement anonymous but accountable reporting platforms and guarantee protection policies against possible retaliation. Second, open spaces of discourse. Men need to converse with women more. The less men converse with women, the more need for gossip opens up, which worsens the bias of gossip as something insignificant. There must be a structured, moderated space where gendered experiences can be discussed openly. It becomes a gateway for men to realize that what women gossip about isn't trivial, but serious. Third, we must change the narrative. Everyone gossips, but is framed only as a feminine act. We all need to understand that men gossip all the time too, and that we shouldn't feel the statement as denigrating. When gossip becomes gender neutral, not only can we stop the Salem witch hunt that victimizes women, we can embrace the value of social conversations to be adopted by both men and women. Gossip is from everyone, but it is also for everyone. Thus, the second part of the narrative is to understand the difference between gossip and slander. There's a difference between trash talk and gossip that circulates information for social utility. The informal authority built by and promoted by marginalized members of society should not be seen as libel and slander simply because of their origins. Understanding the power that these terms have is the most important initial step. Gossip is empowering. We must all learn to listen to gossip when it becomes loud. So gossip. Thank you.